It's just another Mystic Monday, where mysteries unfold, come what may. It's a journey of enchantment for another Mystic Monday. Let's find our way. In every whisper of the ancient trees, and every ripple of the mystical seas, there's a tale untold and a spell to weave. On this Mystic Monday, let's truly believe. Hearts open wide and spirits high, let's delve into the realms where dreams can fly. For in this world of magic and light, every Mystic Monday ignites our delight. So let's embrace the wonders, let's come and play, for every Mystic Monday can light our way. With each new adventure, let's lead the way to another Mystic Monday where we can seize the day. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Mystic Monday. So thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another Mystic Monday. I'm so excited to be here and I'm so excited that you guys are all here with me. So I hope that you guys are having fun and I hope that you've had a really good Monday and start to your week. And if not, I hope that we can turn it around and make that week even better with this Mystic Monday. So, alright guys, what we do with these videos, these are pre-recorded videos and we go into the energies of the week. And this Mystic Monday, what we're going to do, because we kind of do it differently every Mystic Monday until we find our groove or until we just decide Mystic Monday is not really our thing. We'll see what happens. But what we do is we go through the energies of the week. I'll go through each day of the week and talk about the astrological energies. And then we will have a collective card reading for the energies of the week that we will do. And then I'll go into an oracle card reading for each and every sign. Now we do embody all the signs. So if you know like what house each sign is, then that oracle card is speaking to you in that house. You know what I mean? So if you're more advanced in astrology, I would watch them all. But yeah, I do an oracle card for each sign. And this Mystic Monday, I'm going to be putting that at the end. I might have done that on the last one too, but I don't know. We'll see. And I think each one is kind of going to be its own little thing. And it evolves as we go, And I thank you all so much for being a part of that process because you guys are helping me so much with your insights and your inspirations and just, letting me know what you like and what you don't like. So feel free to comment and let me know. But yes, guys, let's get into the energies of the week, okay? So this week is for the week of June 25th to July 1st, 2024. And this week, the sun will move from step 4 Cancer to step 10 Cancer. So this week, it starts off feeling a little electric and it ends feeling very grounded. And it ends, I think, a very earthy day. And I feel like the notes that I have for this week is unsteady, buckle your seatbelts. So, yeah, there's one YouTuber that I love watching, Jacob Israel. And he's always like, time to buckle your seatbelts, get your seatbelt buckled up, buckle up. Because, I do believe that the energies are going to get more and more intense. And they're going to continue to intensify for a little while. Things are kind of crazy. We do have Neptune opposing Black Moon Lilith, and that was all last week. And this week it comes to a full apex, and Black Moon Lilith finally moves on. So that's good news too. But yes, this is going to be it's going to be a week where it starts off kind of crazy and we're able to transform things. So we can really move from a logic, fear-based program and fear-based living to love-based living. So there are those that have already done this and they didn't need the energies on their side. And there are those that can now do this, looking to those that have already done it as inspiration and be able to move into a love-based paradigm instead of a fear-based paradigm. And whenever we're moving and changing things, I mean, things get bumpy, so it's going to be a bumpy ride. It's not going to be easy. So I'm here to pep talk you and to encourage you and to cheer you on and say you can do it even though it's bumpy. Hold the love. Continue forward with your beautiful, beautiful love because the world needs it. And yeah, so just fasten your seatbelts and know that the ride gets a little bit bumpy for a minute and then it'll smooth out and then it'll get bumpy again. So don't worry. We'll have plenty of bumps along the road to look at. But yeah, this week the moon will go from Aquarius to Taurus, and the moon will be waning this week from Aquarius to Taurus. So it's, I feel like the moon kind of is on our side. The moon will be conjuncting a lot of these big planets as she goes, and she's going to help us to feel. We start the week feeling kind of detached as the crazy energies go, and we end the week in Taurus. Like I said, it's going to be, we end grounded and in the earth signs, and the moon is in an earth sign, Taurus. So we're feeling more grounded and able to ground the new self-worth that we've been working on. Whether that new self-worth is good or bad self-worth, we'll be able to feel it by the end of the week. So here we go, guys. Let's go through the week, all right? Tuesday is ruled by Uranus at 25 degrees Taurus. So we begin the week, like I said, electrifying Uranus. And we begin the week with the ability to innovate our new self-worth, to align our feelings and our thoughts with our new self-worth. Whatever that may be, whether it's like a higher self-worth that we're aligning, being able to feel and think in that higher self-worth, or whether it's a lower self-worth and being able to feel and think with that lower self-worth. It's our choice what we do with these energies, but Tuesday's a day that the energies will be on our side for aligning our feelings and our thoughts with our new self-worth so that we can change how we've been and we can get on board with that new self-worth that we are working towards, whether we know it or not, All right. So also Neptune will be opposing Black Moon Lilith all week long. So that dynamic will be going on. A lot of illusions and delusions and fears around illusions and delusions are coming up. A lot of delusions that are fears, that make our fears seem real. And it really is an illusion and a delusion. You got to face those fears. You got to discern the difference between reality and illusion. You can do that by grounding yourself in truth and authenticity. And truth is simple. It's really simple. Truth is not, it's not this complicated thing. If you're going to ground in truth and your authenticity, then it's just simply grounding in the simple truth of what is in the moment and who you are and how your heart shows and your heart shines and what your heart desires to be in that truthful moment. So truth is simple. And this is going to be a theme pretty much all week, all the way till Saturday. But finally, Black Moon Lilith will move on Saturday. But just be mindful of tendencies to romanticize or idolize situations. That is also there with this Neptune opposing Black Moon Lilith transit. And the moon will be waning in Aquarius, so we'll be feeling detached. And this feeling of detachment, it can cause people to not really hear you. And it's not that they don't hear you. They're detached. They're thinking about other things. They're feeling other things, and it's not easy to tune into you, So it's better time to read a book or watch a movie, watch your shows, just take care of you and to entertain yourself. And it's an energy it's easy to miscommunicate in this energy and not realize that you're miscommunicating in this energy, because Gemini is more like an overt miscommunication, like a no, you're not hearing me, duh, This is more of a, okay, I think he heard me, and then later on you find out, okay, you didn't hear me at all, did you? Like, so it's just better to allow that detached energy and go with it and work with it. I think that's just my personal opinion. But let's move on to the next day, Wednesday. Wednesday will be ruled by Mercury at 19 degrees Cancer. So this is getting our mind to understand what it takes, what thoughts it takes, and how our mind can support us acting on our heart. And then it's trusting and protecting that mindset, that new understanding of how to act on our heart, or how to protect acting on our heart. How to feel, and the feelings in there too, because the Cancer, and how we feel about acting on our heart. So it's understanding the importance of acting on our heart because of how it makes us feel. That's also there on Wednesday. And Mercury will trine Saturn. This is a very, very good aspect. It's a time where people will be able to use their common sense a little bit more. Their common sense will be kind of highlighted, so that's a good thing. Not everyone. I mean, common sense, I don't know. Is it common? I don't know. Anyway, and people will have an eye towards practical results. So it's a good day for communicating, and for communicating business deals and contracts to get signed. This is kind of like the opposite of Mercury retrograde, where they're like, don't sign any contracts, don't travel anywhere. This is a good day for travel, a good day for business travel. It's a good day that you could prosper from travel, and things like that. It's good to make plans, to sign contracts. And it's a day that you should be confident in making commitments to others. If you're not confident in the commitment, you should not be making it. If you should only commit if you are confident. And if you are, then you should really be confident about this commitment, because you're able to feel the confidence under these energies. That's really a good sign that this is a good commitment to be making. And if not, then that would be the time to not make the commitment. But a lot of the commitments are good to be made today, especially if you feel good about them. And with the moon waning in Pisces, you'll feel very creative. And the Pisces moon is a good energy for problem solving. But it is a tendency I find under a Pisces moon is to try to solve all the problems, and then it spreads out that problem solving energy, and you get no problem solved. You get a few kind of started solved, So if you can channel into one problem and focus on that and use your creative energy to solve a problem, then fully solve that problem. Don't move to another one until you fully solve that problem. Then I find that this is a really good energy for problem solving. So it could either scatter the energy needed for problem solving, or you can focus in on and get some problems solved. So it's a creative energy day too. All right, moving on to Thursday. Thursday is ruled by Venus at 12 degrees Cancer. So we are opening up to what it feels like to believe in our heart. Yeah, we're opening up to what it feels like to believe in our heart and to feel the belief in our heart. And Venus is preparing to sextile Mars. I do believe the next 2 days Venus will be sextiling Mars. And Venus sextiles Mars at 13 degrees Cancer, while Mars, I do believe, is in Taurus. And then at 14 degrees Cancer. So the sextile moves from let's change, like it's like you belong believing in your confidence, you belong believing in your sexuality and your confidence and your ability to get things done, and you belong feeling confident, you belong feeling sexy, you belong feeling good, you belong feeling like you look good, you belong feeling confident and moving with your confidence. And you move from that to you understand your confidence, you understand your sexiness, you understand you understand why you belong, you understand why your heart belongs even better. So Venus sextiling Mars from those 2 degrees, it's like, first of all, you're able to open up to a higher confidence that you can see now that you belong on it. And then the next day it's like, now I really see and understand why I belong on this higher confidence level. So that's coming up, but that's not on Thursday. I just wanted to pre-warn you guys while we're on Thursday. But on Thursday, we are opening up to believing in our heart. We're opening up to believing in feeling our higher self-worth. And we are going to be given a boost of energy so that we can walk forward in our confidence in the next couple days. And the moon is continuing to wane in Pisces, so that creative problem-solving energy continues on Thursday. And then we move to Friday. Friday is ruled by Neptune, which finishes opposing Black Moon Lilith. So this is kind of like the apex. It's not the apex, because the apex to me is like whenever the final. This is like Black Moon Lilith, final step at 29. So it's like the final fear test of reality, and illusions and delusions are all in there about what we think reality is. Like, we're just not going to be clear, especially on Friday, what reality is. Again, ground yourself in truth and authenticity. Keep being your authentic, true self. Keep moving forward, loving yourself and loving the way that you move forward. And that's how you get past these intense energies. So, also, Friday is Venus sextiling Mars at that 13 degrees. So this is the one where you belong believing in that higher confidence and walking in that higher confidence that the universe is supporting you to walk in now. So this is also hookup energy kind of stuff. So there's that in there too. And Mercury is sextiling Uranus, so expect unexpected communications, unexpected news, or this could also be a detour in your route to work, unexpected detour to your route to work, but it's actually for the better. So don't get upset if you see a detour. Follow it and be open to the signs that it's trying to tell you. There's a message there and why you're being detoured on your route to work. Or maybe it's your route home. It could be your way home that gets detoured. But you are going to learn new things, and you may even meet new people. So it's very exciting. And the Mars sextile Uranus, it's a really good day if you can. Have a chat with someone from another culture. Like, I know we can get online and we can chat with just anybody nowadays. So chat with someone from a different culture, because it's a good day to learn new things. And you may learn something unexpected, which could be fun. So, and the moon will be waning in Aries. So we'll have a youthful enthusiasm, all of us, all around the world. So yeah, I think it's a really good day for connections and making connections. Friday night's a good night to go out and to have fun and to enjoy everyone and to move forward in your fresh cockiness. But remain humble, But yeah, move forward in that new higher self-worth. What's it like? Go out, talk to people, get to know some people, and have fun. So yeah. All right, moving on to Saturday. Saturday is ruled by Saturn. I had to double check that. I was like, Saturday's ruled by Saturn? I love whenever that happens. I don't know if it happens often, but I love it. Anyway, ruled by Saturn at 19 degrees Pisces. So taking responsibility for how we act on our heart, taking responsibility for the love and the trust that we put into acting on our heart. Stuff like that will be the ruling energy on Saturday. So it might kind of come down, but not a whole lot on Saturday. Saturday, I do feel like it may be a day like after Friday, a little bit hungover energy, But Venus is still sextiling Mars, so that confident and that sexy, cocky, fresh energy is still there. And it's still a good night to go out again, Like, you might start off the day a little bit hungover from all the fun, not necessarily from alcohol and stuff, but, brush yourself off and get back out there. And if you want, if that's kind of your thing. Also, on Saturday, Black Moon Lilith moves to step 0 Libra. So that's where I was saying, Virgos, you're finally off the hook on Saturday. Saturday's your day to celebrate. Y'all might want to go out Saturday night and enjoy it, because y'all might be feeling finally like you've conquered your fears. It feels so great to conquer fears. And we, as a collective, we have conquered our fears of reality and our fears of the details. And we are ready to move into facing fears of justice and injustice. So the thing about Black Moon Lilith at step 0, usually my experience with Black Moon Lilith at 0, it's kind of like a reprieve day. She says it the degree for more than a day, but it's like a reprieve time period to get yourself, because Black Moon Lilith to me is all about facing those fears and embracing your power, because that to me, that's where your dark feminine power lies, where you could make it for the best energy is in facing the fears. Those that don't face the fears, that's where they come up with that dark, bad, toxic femininity. And so Black Moon Lilith, I think that she does represent both. Like I say, I think there's duality with all this, and there's a reason for that. But Black Moon Lilith at 0, I do feel like is a time of reprieve, is a time to breathe and just to assess what just happened. Like, I just faced all these intense, especially with Black Moon Lilith opposing Neptune at the end there. Oh, good Lord. But we got through it, didn't we? So, yes, we assess and we realize, we faced all these fears of reality, these illusions and delusions that we had about reality that weren't even real, but we were able to face them, and the fears that we had about details and stuff like that. So we're processing all those fears and what it means that we went through that, and we're preparing ourselves for the next phase of fears, which is going to be fears of justice and injustice. So this is fears of not getting your justice, fears of the justice system not working for you, fears of being able to do what it takes to get your justice, fears of somebody getting their justice on you because you weren't you know that they might be coming towards you like P. Diddy. I can imagine that his fears of justice are a little bit different than Cassie's fears of injustice. If y'all know that story, like I guess we could say Weinstein's fears of injustice are a little bit different than his victims' fears of justice. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it depends on what side of the coin you're on here, but it's important to understand that because the Weinsteins of the world are going to be a little bit more fearful. And they're going to be a little bit more, you know, because they're fearful, especially if they don't know how to face their fears right and harness the power right, which they don't. They harness it wrong, and it's just not going to work anymore. Times are changing. I promise you they are. I see it in the stars. So, all right, guys. And the waning moon in Aries will give us that youthful enthusiasm that we need to just, you know, feel happy in the world. So I like the waning moon in Aries. So moving on to Sunday. Sunday is ruled by Mars at 15 degrees Taurus. So we are opening up to understanding our new worth. We're opening up to understanding what action needs to be taken for us to be able to align our heart and our mind with our new worth that we've been working on. Like I said at the beginning, this new worth can be a higher new worth or it can be a lower new worth. If we're doing a higher new worth, we're going to begin to open up to what it's going to take to align our mind with our heart so that we can act on that higher new worth, especially after Venus sextiling Mars the past 2 days. It very much has helped us feel that cocky, fresh, higher worth. Whereas the lower worth, it would be more opening up to the crap that our mind feeds us so that we continue to act on that lower self-worth. So that's the ruling energy on Sunday. So it really is like, go out Friday and Saturday and have fun, but do not overindulge and do not, I just want to say, don't waste the energies with excess in a way that it takes away from your ability to be able to process on Sunday, because you don't want to be feeling crappy on Sunday. You do want to be feeling good and be able to carry that energy of that higher confidence in so that you can open up and wrap your mind around being this higher confident being and living in this new self-worth, this higher self-worth. So Jupiter will move to step 8 Gemini on Sunday, and we go from expanding our faith in our mind and our mind's ability to carry this new expanded self-worth, and to opening up to our mind, opening up to committing to the higher mindset necessary to live in the new self-worth. So we go from expanding the faith to expanding the commitment. So now we're expanding our ability to commit to a higher mind thought pattern. And Saturn goes retrograde at 19 degrees Pisces on Sunday. So Saturn going retrograde, the way that I look at this energy, Saturn going forward is kind of like Dad's home, and then Saturn going retrograde is like, well, Dad's back on his vacation trip. So there's a different dynamic of how you act versus whether Dad's home or if Dad's on his business trip, you know. Like, Saturn's the dad that is always taking business trips. That's like how I view it, you know. And Saturn will be retrograde until November 16th. So dad's business trip is going to be lasting from June 30th all the way till November 16th. And that's how dad's business trips go. So the thing about it is, when dad goes on business trip, I can act up. It's easier to act up because whenever dad's home, if I act up, we tend to get, you know, the universe checks us easier. When Saturn goes retrograde, if we act up, nothing really happens. But when Saturn goes direct, it's like all that stuff starts piling back up on us. So my advice for Saturn retrograde is keep acting good, you know? And whenever you act bad and it feels like you got away with it, you didn't. You did not. Just trust it's going to come back to you. So just do good and keep acting good. And the energy that almost instant karma is just not going to be there for a while. And it won't be there for others too. So you'll be like, how come he's getting away with that? Well, you know, he will get his. You may not see it. That's not yours, and it's really, yeah, it's not yours. Worry about your plate, not theirs. So, yeah, that is the energy of Saturn going retrograde. So I just feel like just continue to move forward. And the moon will be waning in Taurus, so it's a good time to get together with some good friends or some loved ones and just enjoy. And I mean, it's not like party time, but it's a time of get-togethers and warmth and stuff like that. It's just how I picture it. So to enjoy the good things in life, you know, which are the small things. To enjoy sitting on the porch with a nice sweet tea, watching the sunset, you know, stuff like that. So that's Sunday. Monday, Mystic Monday. We get back around to another Mystic Monday. Oh, what a fun day to have another Mystic Monday. Monday will be ruled by Earth, which is in Capricorn. So we are grounding our commitments to ourselves. We're grounding our ability to commit to ourselves. We're feeling everything, and we're understanding how that affects our commitments and how to integrate our feelings into our commitments. So it's a day of grounding, and there's really no aspects on Monday. It's a very calm day, so I think it's a day to kind of integrate the aspects that have been going on. Black Moon Lilith is still at 0, so you know we're not working on new fears right now. We're just kind of assessing the old fears and preparing for new fears. And yeah, I just feel like Monday's a very chill day. And it's a day to ground. I feel like it's a day to connect to Mother Nature, Mother Earth. I mean, it's ruled by Earth, and the Earth is in Capricorn, which is an Earth sign, and the Moon is waning in Taurus, which is an Earth sign. I feel like it's a day to ground, to just, it's not a day to do a whole lot, but just kind of process what has been done and where you're going to go, to continue to love, trust, protect your feelings and how you feel about your ability to be. And yeah, I do feel that it's a day to connect to Mother Earth and to Mother Nature. Go out, take a walk, do something to connect to Mother Nature. You know, sit by a tree, go, I don't know, you know, just do something to connect to Mother Nature. Even if it just has to be looking out a window. But it should be a nice warm day in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere, you know, it might be a nice cool day, but global warming, it could still be a nice warm day. And yeah, so enjoy Mother Nature. It's a day to connect, ground, not necessarily do new things, but to integrate what has been done and to process to move forward. All right, guys, that is our weekly energies. That's the weekly energies that I have for you guys. Now we'll move into our weekly card reading, followed by our weekly oracle cards. So see you on the other side. Hello everyone and welcome to our weekly card read. I do want this to kind of be a timeless card read for whenever it finds you, but it was originally aired on a Mystic Monday. This one originally aired on June 24th, but these card reads, I really do want them to be an intuitive exercise for you, so I have this up here for the most part so you guys can see what's going on up here with my camera that I have for now. Better cameras are to come. I promise you, they are in the works. So, but yes, I do want you to use your intuition. Whatever the cards are saying to you, listen to yourself. Allow me to confirm your intuition. If I'm not confirming your intuition, if you find yourself arguing with the reading, this is not your reading, and I ask you to put it down and to let it go and allow others to come forward whose this reading is more for. Not that, no attention for that. I mean, anyways, if you want a personalized reading from me, you can check out my website, themystichillbilly.com. But for now, let's get into the weekly card reading, shall we? I begin with the astrology dice, which I have over here. Said I was going to grab them before I started, but sometimes we don't think, do we? Have that AUHD. It's a mix of autism and ADHD. It's a wonderful blend. Alright guys, let's see what the astrology dice has in store for us. What energies are we working with this week? Okay, so we have Mars. So a lot of action energy that we'll be working with this week. We have the 8th house. So, and you know, in old astrology, Mars also ruled the 8th house, but now Pluto does. And we have Libra, the Justice. So, I'm feeling like defend your boundaries, and it's just and it's right for you to. Full moon celebration. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of pentacles. I have a pentacle here. And we're 6. So, let's see. I guess we could just keep going down. I never do these the same, do I, guys? So, I feel like, you know, Mars in Libra is a very passive-aggressive energy, so this week we might be dealing with some passive-aggressive energies. You may be passive-aggressively trying to defend your boundaries, protect your boundaries. Let's see if we can make these kind of... And then we bring love to the Justice. I also feel like there's a reason to celebrate that you're moving towards your justice. You're moving towards your, you know, divine up and comings. And it's just, it's right. I hear take action on your transformation. You have taken action on your transformation. You continue to. You're moving forward towards your abundance. And there's a call to celebrate this week, I feel. To celebrate how far you've come. All right, let's move into the cards. So, do I want to get any runes this week? Yeah, let's go ahead and start with some runes. See what comes through. Okay, there for a second I was thinking there might just be one rune this week, and then there was 3. So, okay, Berkana, you're birthing something new. It's going to take strength and endurance, and time. I feel like this is just the beginning, because this is the beginning of a birth, is what I'm hearing. Look what it says. If you put it this way, it says but. Sorry. All right, sorry. But, um, yeah. But. Okay, so I feel like, let's see. The week starts with new beginnings and new understandings. I feel like the midweek is a time of strength and endurance and continuing to move forward and pushing through. And then the end of the week, the weekend, is a time, like I feel like I'm hearing the full moon come in now, time to celebrate, but it's a time to understand that things, we're celebrating our progress. We're not celebrating necessarily the harvest at this weekend. This isn't a celebrating of harvest quite yet, but we're trusting and having faith in the harvest and celebrating our progress as we have understanding that it's going to take time. It's going to take time, but we've made progress. But something's birthing at the beginning of the month. What is it? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if I can get some room cards in here. If they will elaborate for me. What are we birthing? We're birthing something that has taken a lot of strength and our energy that we've been working on, I guess. Divine, messages from the divine inspiration. We've been, time again, like time and time. That definitely got confirmed. It's gonna take time. I feel like something that we've been working on, we're gonna get new information on how to move forward. We've been putting a lot of strength and effort into this, which you do. You put a lot of strength and effort into birthing something. Trust me, as a mother of 3, I know. So, yeah. And I feel like we continue to move forward midweek, and at the end of the week, it's not that everything worked out, it's that we trust and we have faith that it will, because time is the only thing holding us back, or the only thing in our way now. We've put in our vitality and we put it all into it, We've given it our all. We were divinely inspired and we continued to move forward. Now it's just time. But at the same time, while you're waiting, I hear celebrate. Celebrate what you've done. Celebrate your vitality. Celebrate your ability to come forth. Celebrate your ability to listen. And get that higher divine inspiration that you needed and you need. You have needed and you continue to need. All right. So, let's see. Let's take the cards off. I think we're going to leave this one over here to remind us that these things are going to take time. And time is on our side is another thing I'm hearing. Time's on our side. But at the same time, we have to love and trust this time. Alright, so I like to grab a Goddess Provision card at this point, which is a wonderful subscription box that I get, and they've been working with me, and they give out these cards every now and then with this backing. Well, I guess I'll show you here. And there's just all kinds of them. So let's see what we pull. All right. So what came out is the moon. So I feel like what's being said here is like, we'll have a tendency to get in our head, and I heard subconscious, and then I heard work out subconscious energies. I don't know why, but I am feeling like the only thing in your way is you and your subconscious and the way that you choose to feel. Yeah, to feel. And working out those is what's going to help put time on your side. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to move into the tarot at this point and see if I can get any further clarification or better understanding of the energy. So maybe a new message. So let's see what we got. So I do not take reversals for this one, this card deck. Although that one would be a one to reverse, but I'm hearing no. We're not doing that. Now this is the energy that I was picking up with this. Is kind of like we're while waiting on the time, there's a tendency for us to get in our head. Because the weekend is, it's gonna seem like the inspiration, the work was for nothing. But it wasn't. It was not for nothing. That's all in your head. It's in your head. Okay, and that's kind of the energy I was picking up, because I'm like, that's not how I would read the moon card normally, but yeah, this Nine of Swords energy is kind of what I'm putting up. It's like you choose your feelings, and like I was saying at the beginning, we have this divine inspiration. We're birthing something new, which the further clarification, it's like a new thing with something that we've been working on, and we gain inspiration and we feel really, really inspired, and we move forward, and it's going to take time. You don't see instant results. You're not supposed to see instant results. And at this point, you're supposed to celebrate your progress. Celebrate your progress and have love and trust that the results are going to show at their own time, in their own time. So but if you think that you're not having instant results because this isn't right, or you get in your head about it, then the time may never come that you see the results. You could get in your head and you can block your results. I don't want to see that. All right, we ran out of room on the camera. All right, guys, sorry about that. Yeah, I ran out of space on my camera, and honestly, that was my bad. And I think all things that happen in a reading is for a reason. And honestly, at the beginning of this reading, I took a lot of time for setup and getting everything just right, and I found the perfect way to set it up, and I was recording that, and I recorded like 20 minutes of nothing. So that took up space, and that was just absent-mindedness, And I knew that I needed to delete the previous recordings and to make room and make space for the new recording. But I didn't do that. I just continued to move forward. So I think that that's coming up in this reading for a reason, for a message for you. To not move forward in absent-mindedness. And if you know that you need to take care of something before you go do something else, don't tell yourself it'll be all right and move forward. You will face the consequences if you do that. So go ahead and take care of what you know needs to be taken care of before you move forward. All right, guys. And whenever I turn the thing on, I'm pretty sure earlier everything fit in the screen, but now I'm just unable. Like, look, there's things further up. And yeah, now I'm just unable to fit everything in the screen like I did earlier. So we're just going to rearrange things a little bit and we will move forward from there. And I think that that is also a sign. And this happened at the beginning of the reading. So I think at the beginning, like that's what I'm saying. There's a rearrange that needs to be done. And then you move forward with your inner strength and your inner power. And you're not going to see results. And it's just from there, you got to put it in time's hand. And you can't worry and stress and just... because then you're destroying time's ability to bring it to you. And honestly, I know that this reading is being aired on a Mystic Monday where during the week, Saturn will be going retrograde. So Saturn goes retrograde for 5 months. So whenever you get this reading, I feel like you're not going to really see results for 5 months or more. Maybe even 6 months. Or 9. I'm hearing 9 months. So this is not, there's not going to be instant results here, but at the same time, a rearrange is needed. Continue to move forward and don't get in your head. Don't allow yourself to get in your head. And take care of what you need to take care of. All right, guys. All right. So let's get the next tarot, the Tarot of Dreams, and let's see what other messages we can have for this week. If there's any confirmation on these energies, what is going on? Yeah, see, the wheel is turning, but I feel like it's starting to favor you. The wheel is starting to favor you, and fortune. Yeah, see, there's faith. Faith is needed at the end of the week. Oh, and movement in the middle of the week. There's this steadfast movement at the middle of the week. And at the beginning of the week, things are changing. I keep hearing that song, things are changing. Or I also hear change will do you good. I apologize, guys. I could be a good singer if I would have tried, but I tried other things. But yes, I feel like the wheel of fortune is changing and it is beginning to turn. And whether that's towards your fortune or not, I'm hearing it depends on what you're aiming for. If you were aiming for a higher self-worth, then this wheel of fortune is turning towards your fortune. If you were aiming for a lower self-worth, then this is heading towards your misfortune. And if you're aligning with the cosmic energies of meekness, love, light, unity, participation, community, then this is a will towards your favor. And if you are moving towards power, control, power for power's sake, control, old paradigm way of moving in the dark, this is not a wheel of fortune for your favor. And so it's for us to also understand that I feel like darkness could be exposed in this type of energy. And midweek, again, is a time to continue to move forward. And I feel like you're going to start to begin to feel... it's like a righteous indignation is like the type of feeling. So watch out for that. And I feel like watch out for others that come at you with this righteous indignation, and be willing to defend yourself where necessary. And just take care of yourself and worry about, you know, how others treat you reflects them. How you treat them reflects you. So understand that. And it's going to take strength and determination to move forward midweek. And the end of the week, you're going to have faith, because you might be at the end of the week thinking, okay, I guess I was on lower self-worth because I do not feel like that fortune that will turn towards my fortune. I feel like, yeah, but you're going to have faith, because this will happen 5 to 6 months into the future, or longer. 5 to 9 months into the future is what I'm hearing. 5 to 9 months, depending on who you are and how much you block it. You could block it longer. There's others that would block it longer, but this having faith would not block it. And the more that you have faith, the closer to 5 months, your fortune, whatever that may be, it's not a wheel of fortune turning towards like your riches and bank account fortune. It's a fortune of inner strength and inner confidence and inner love for life. So that's more what this fortune that I'm talking about is. All right, so let's move forward and see what the Tarot of Journey has to say for us. All right, Tarot of Journey. Everybody's upside down. Oh, not the end. Okay, so Tarot of Journey is kind of giving me the opposite. Not really. It's like, I don't know. It's very interesting. The way that I'm reading this is, it's like you're building up something, but you're building it up wrong. You're going against the flow, and you don't know that. And you keep looking down for advice. I feel like the advice that you're getting is right, but you're looking down for advice when I feel like you should be looking up. So it's so strange, and it leads to abundance. It leads to the ability to, okay, again, it leads to the birthing of the ability to gain abundance. So it doesn't lead to it right away. You have to have faith. You're going to have faith in this. You're going to have faith in this, because it does not lead there right away, but I feel like it leads to the beginning. So where I want to turn this around, I'm hearing not to. And because this is like moving against the flow, taking advice from hell. Keeping the faith leads to abundance. And that's not the message. Like I'm hearing loud and clear, no. But that's like, that's how I'm getting it here. Let me reverse it then. Let me add some loving energy here. Okay, so this is moving forward despite what may come against you. Looking within and seeing the wisdom of your roots and moving forward with that wise root energy. Being able to continue to hold the faith, you will grow and harvest will happen. Again, I'm seeing that 5-pointed star, 5 months. That is more correct. That's the correct interpretation there. So thank you, Spirit, for working that out with me. All right, I'm going to move on to the plant kingdom. Let's see what the plant kingdom has to say. Sometimes plant kingdom has a tendency to smack me around a little bit, so warning everybody. And smack us around a little bit, so warning. But let's tune into the plant kingdom and see what they can add for these energies for us this week. Makes sense. It feels like the beginning and middle of the week, you're dealing with these harsh energies, this energy that makes you feel stuck. I feel like there's this overbearing, controlling energy that you feel like you can't get out from under. You feel stuck in a situation, and you're stuck because of your fear. And moving forward in love versus fear, you know, that it's different. And sometimes the way that you're afraid to move forward, like you're like, I can't do that because, you know, there's no way I can afford it and da 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 da. That's not how you're supposed to move forward. It's not that you face your fear by doing that. If you did that, your fears would come true. The way that you move forward is you calm yourself down and you find a more loving perspective. And then you think to yourself, well, what would be a loving way for me to allow myself to move forward? And again, the end of the week is coming through with this time aspect. It's like saying biding your time will guarantee success. Because, you know, the cactuses, it takes years for them to reach the point of bloom. Until then, they're defending themselves. And so I feel like this isn't a situation you're going to get out of right away, but you'll be able to gain divine inspiration of how to get out of it at the beginning of the week. And it won't really work at first. Because it's something that you have to bide your time to gain success here. So yeah. And there's this overbearing energy that comes on you in middle of the week. It's an overbearing energy. You're just going to have faith that if you take your time, success will be guaranteed. This is not something to get out of or to fix overnight. This is not an overnight fix. Any overnight fixes are false illusion, delusion, lies that are there to trip you up. You're going to have faith, and you're going to have to grab into your deep reserves to keep moving forward. And you're gonna have to trust that by biding your time, success will be guaranteed. And this isn't biding your time with worry and doubt. It's biding your time with trust and faith that all things are working out for your good. Alright, beloveds, that's all that I have for the tarot for us today. I'm going to move these up here. I think I'm going to put him on top because it's all about faith this week. We're going to move these up here. I don't feel like reversing this overbearing energy because I feel like we're meant to endure it and we're meant to go through it. That's why I can guarantee you, if you do have faith, that it will work out for you. That's the reason why I can guarantee it, is because you were able to go through this overbearing energy and endure endure through it. You're able to come through this feeling of stuckness, this fear, and you're able to endure and to bide your time with faith. So I'm going to leave that there. To me, it's like taking away, like helping a bird break out of its egg. It won't live, So I want you guys to live, and I want you guys to thrive. And so we're going to leave those energies as they are. We know how to get through them, and we can. And I have trust and I have faith in you to be able to do this. And I know that we got this, guys. And you just need to have trust and faith in yourself, and you can do it. You can. And then know that whatever it is that I'm talking about this week, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. Okay, so let's move forward with the oracles and see what we have. So today's first oracle is the Hidden Realms. Let's see what the Hidden Realms has for us this week. What information, help you have for us this week? Hidden Realms. The word Lord comes. Communication, praise, dishonesty. The word Lord comes to help us with our communication this week. We're being guided in our communication. Make sure that you communicate praise and do not communicate dishonesty, but discern when others are dishonest with you. I do believe that this one has come out quite a bit, so I do want to say thank you to the word Lord for showing up and helping us to redefine our communication. And it's time for you to believe that you belong. Communicating your intentions, communicating your intuitions, communicating your dreams. It's time to believe that you belong, communicating your dreams. And the word Lord is here to help you this week to communicate better, to communicate with love, and to communicate praise for yourself and others, and to not communicate whenever it's not time to communicate, If you don't have nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all. And so the word Lord's here to help you this week with that. So thank you, word Lord, for your continued assistance for the collective and I. All right, let's move to the next oracle message this week. The next oracle message that we have is the Lemurian oracle. I love this one. This is tuning in with our deep ancestors of old and getting a message from them on what they think. Yeah, the way that I do this is I always set the card down and I will zoom in on the card for about 30 seconds to a minute. And I want you to just tune into the card. I'll have a better camera soon, I promise, guys. And then see what your intuitive senses are saying that the card is saying to you. And then I will read the card and see what I see in the card. And we'll see if we match up, if I confirm you or not. And then I will read what the card says. And maybe the card will confirm you. Sometimes the card confirms me. Other times it does not. Sometimes it confirms the whole message, which is really cool. So let's see what the Lemurians have for us. All right, so what I see is the ancestors are saying that they see and hear our prayers, especially for them, and our prayers of love, and they see are desire to spread light in the world, and they are grateful for the work that we are doing, and they are saying that we are creating ripples. We're creating ripples with our work, and it's magical. And they're saying to continue to spread our light with love and to continue to move forward. And I don't know, they see us. They see our transformation. They think that it's beautiful. And they want us to see our own beauty. All right. So let's see what the card says. The violet flame. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusionary constructs and become empowered being, life presents more opportunities to grow than before. Your sensitivity will be heightened, so it may be harder to spend time in places with certain energies. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for re-centering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field? A routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient. Your energy is sovereign, and your vibration high, and help you to see through illusions that block or disorient. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance. All right, guys, I think that was beautiful. It fits in so beautifully with our card reading here. It helps us to gain insight of how we can navigate these energies, understanding that there's certain people that we might not be around, need to be around for now, and to have a practice, an accessible go-to practice for recentering. I feel like that's going to be important this week, continuing to cleanse your aura and protect your energy field. I feel like that's going to be very, very important this week. So, and we will be able to see through the illusions. And yeah, bring the violet flame into your meditations. Imagine a violet flame burning wherever you would like to cleanse you, your aura, your space, your home. Yeah. All right. So let's get our next oracle card. The mystical shaman. Yeah, the mystical shaman. Let's see what we have here. Again, the wild woman. She continues to come out too. So I'd like to say thank you to the wild woman for reminding us of our freedom and for being brave and for reminding us of our bravery. So yes, the wild woman is here. She says, dance and be free. It is time to dance and be free. Be your wild self. So yes, open up to feeling free. Open up to feeling love and light in your body. Open up to allowing your body to move and dance with the flow of life. Feel open about your commitments. Only commit to what you can feel open to. Thank you, wild woman. And whatever you gain from seeing this wild woman card, if it makes you feel like, going out and reconnecting with someone, then yes, it's So I'm saying this is an intuitive exercise for you too. What do you sense from these cards? That's more correct than what I say. I just hope that I bring you some confirmation. But yes, I feel the word that I keep hearing is freedom. Freedom, freedom. Free to be you, free to love your way. Love your way. Yeah, I love that. Love your way. All right, beloveds, let's get our next card. This card is from the Shadow Oracle. And the Shadow Oracle is saying that it is time for us to be sovereign in our self-empowerment, to empower ourselves and to stand in our own sovereignty this week. So I feel like, yeah, that strength is coming through. And there's going to be a need to rise like an eagle and see the higher picture, see the bigger picture, see from a higher perspective. So try to see things that are happening from a higher perspective. And I really loved what the Lemurians came through and said with have time, try to make time and space to take care of you. And if you're around energies that are just too much, too intense for you to handle, then have a self-care practice. This is a time you need to take care of yourself this week, okay? Okay, beloveds, you got to take care of yourself. But that's okay, you know, as we take care of ourselves first, and then we're able to take care of others very, very well. And you've got to protect your decisions and commitments. And I think that's why Wild Woman is coming through. And she's hoping that you commit to freedom and that you open up to feeling free. But she's saying that, you know, your commitments are very important, and do not commit unless you can feel open to it. If you feel closed down, do not commit. It's okay to say no. Like, I feel like it's okay to say no. This week is okay to say no to certain people. Also, I don't know. I was drawn to this moon card right now. So again, I'm feeling like the feelings that are coming up this week, some of them are not going to be logical to what you're going through at the time. You might be like going through a really happy time, but these intense emotional feelings come up, and that is kind of because they're coming up for healing. They were feelings that you pushed down long ago, and they're coming up now because they feel like it's safe to come up. So do understand that. They might not have a logical reason, but the logical reason is they're ready to be healed. So feel subconscious feelings will be coming up for you this week. Try to feel through them. And the way that we do that, like, allow yourself to feel the sadness and then move through the sadness into the joy by pep talking yourself. And the word Lord is here to help you find the right words to be able to help you pep talk yourself to move into joy. So we feel illogical feelings. They're here for no reason. Oh, the reason is they want to be felt and healed. So what do they feel like? Oh, this is what they feel like. Oh gosh, they really feel that way. That's how they feel. Okay, well, I'm gonna go for a walk, and I love walking, and I love the woods, and I love being out here, and I love the animals, and I love the sound of the birds, and I love the feel of the sun on my hair. You moved into joy. Do you see that? You felt them, you allowed them to be felt, and then you moved into joy. That's processing our feelings. So things like that are going to come up for you this week. The chance to do things like that this week. So just continue to empower yourself. That's important this week, self-empowerment. All right, so let's get our final oracle this week. This week, our final oracle will be from the Fae. Fairy Wisdom Oracle by Nancy and Amy Brown. Mother-daughter duo. I love them, and I love their oracles. It's Fairy Wisdom. Okay, so this week, when fairies go bad. When fairies go bad, it's for a reason. They have a reason to go bad. It's like when pit bulls go bad. They have bad owners that taught them bad things. And when fairies go bad, it's the same reason that humans go bad. It's a life that tears you down consistently. And I feel like this is saying to surrender to the process and to understand that there are reasons. And whenever you go through these life things that turn other humans bad, they give other humans excuses to be a bad person. But you go through them and you continue to be a good person, then you are changing the world. And you're making the world a better place to be in. And you're showing that it is possible to overcome. And part of it is to surrender to the process of the beating. It's like what I'm hearing. But don't surrender to abuse and being beat. Like I'm talking about like the life's beatings that happen. Get away from abuse. Like find a way to protect yourself and cleanse your aura and take care of you. And you know, I think another reason why fairies go bad is they expect others to take care of them. They don't take care of themselves and they expect others to do it. And nobody's going to be able to take care of you like you can. How could they? They can't feel your feelings. Nobody could feel that feeling that has no logical reason was coming up but you. Nobody could do that. And nobody's able to feel through it and move it into joy but you. You're the one that feels it, you know? So don't get upset that others aren't the ones taking care of you. You've got to be the one. I mean, if anybody is your responsibility, it's you. You're your responsibility. But I feel like a lot of you guys know that. But the fairy and the fae realm are coming through this week to say that there's going to be a need to surrender to the process. Don't take abuse. Stand up for yourself. But surrender to the process and move forward with love and hope. Don't let nobody kill your love or hope. And move forward loving and protecting your heart's desires. And have faith. Have faith. Move freely. Be free. Take care of yourself. Speak wisely. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Take care of yourself. Celebrate how far you've come. You might not have no kind of results to celebrate right now, but you can celebrate what you've done. You've done a lot. You've done a lot and you've come really, really far. Celebrate. There's reasons to celebrate, so celebrate. All right, beloveds, I do believe that is all that I have for you. If you guys enjoyed this message and enjoyed how I do the readings, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I thank you all so much for joining me for this reading. I do pray and hope that you got something out of it, especially if you made it this far. And I thank you guys so much for joining me. If you would like a personal reading, you can check out my website, themystichillbilly.com. Or if you'd like a more personalized reading, you can check out my members page. We do daily card reads and new moon and full moon in-depth readings, a lot like this one. But it's more personal because there's really not a lot of patrons, you know? And I guess there's not a lot of subscribers right now either. But, you know, it is what it is. But if you'd like to support me, please join my Patreon. It's only $2 a month. I think I would love you so much to be there, and I would thank you so much. But I thank you so much anyway, and I'm so thankful that you joined me on this journey of explorations of energies of the week. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. And I pray, as always, that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you with love. All right, welcome to our Oracle card portion. We will go through every single zodiac sign and we will get an Oracle card and talk about the energies of the week for that zodiac sign. Please remember that we do embody the whole zodiac, so if you are into astrology and you know your rising sign, you can look at the sign of each house and use the energy of that house for the reading that I give. So you can watch all of them if you want. But yes, we do all embody the whole zodiac, but we have certain perspectives that we tend to lean to more than others in the zodiac. So I'm going to give an oracle card, and this week I am so excited to be working with this Star Dragon oracle cards. So that is what we are going to be using, is the Star Dragon oracle cards by Palo. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know this guy. I don't know his name. Palo Barbary. Paulo Barbary. Star Dragons Oracle cards. I really love this deck. It really is a powerful, powerful deck. I do believe, though, it's a deck for light workers, light warriors, love workers, and love warriors, because I think that it kind of requires higher knowledge and wisdom. And I feel like I wouldn't attract anybody but that. So I do feel like, you guys understand. And I feel like, yeah, it's a good deck to use this week. I'm just being called to look at the Star Dragons Oracle for us this week. So I'm really excited. Let's get into it. And we are starting with Cancer. Now, Cancer, this oracle deck has different cards in it. And most of them are more colorful and they have numbers, right? But then there's a few that are Roman, like, see, I just pulled one. Roman numeral that it is black and white. So I feel like there's this simplistic part of the message for you. It's in black and white. And for some reason, I do feel called to pull another card for you, Cancer. So I do believe that this is very beautiful, if it resonates with you. But tranquility, harmonious in action. Yeah, harmonious in action. But yeah, that is kind of the energy that I'm picking up here for you, Cancer, is to protect your resources and move forward. I don't know. I'm not hearing move forward. It's more like harmonious in action. Continue on harmoniously and understand that there is a reason not to act sometimes. Just stay and defend what is yours. And let it be simple. Don't defend what is yours in a simple, harmonious way. Don't be upset that you have to defend what is yours. Of course you do. So, this week is a week for you to hold faith in what you know. Hold faith in what you have. Hold faith in your knowledge. And it's a time to face fears in your communicating. If you have to say something, just let it be said and then move on. And love yourself for being brave enough to say what you need to say. It's time to face your fears in your communicating. Face your fears about something that needs to be said. And protect your knowledge and your wisdom. Protect yourself. And love yourself, Cancer. I mean, I know I've been saying this, but I'm not sure if I can say it enough, Cancer. You need your love. You need your love. If you're already loving yourself, high five, Cancer. Keep on. Because you are so lovable and you need your love. And only you can give your love. And as you love yourself, you'll gain confidence and the ability to move out in society and find your place in society where you belong. You belong in society in a place where you can love yourself. And know that this week is a week of inaction. It's a week to kind of sit back, observe, defend what is yours, say what needs to be said, but then take care of yourself in love. Protect your feelings. Listen to your heart. It's a week to communicate with your heart. And to open up to new possibilities that will be revealed to you as you are not acting and you are observing. All right, Cancer. That was quite a message, I think. So there you have it, Cancer. That's what I have for you this week. And I do hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, tranquil, and harmonious week. I hope that you're able to feel the tranquility and provide it for yourself. And as always, I pray Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you. All right, Leo. Leo, this week is a week of, I just feel like you're moving forward because of everything that you've already done. It's the momentum that you already have that's moving you forward. It's moving you forward. You are transcending this world. You're achieving your success, Leo. Leo, you've got to have, as you are moving forward, and I feel like this fast forward movement if just like you're igniting, you're turning into the star that you always are meant to be. And it's this momentum, it's momentum that you've put in place is now pushing you forward, Leo. And you've got to have trust in your boundaries. Trust that the boundaries that you've set up and you've looked at and you've worked on, that they are going to hold in place, and trust that if they don't hold in place, that you know what you can do to put them back in order. Trust in your boundaries and face fears about your finances. So you're going to be facing financial fears this week. So there's going to be some investments that you might need to make, some risky investments. My advice always on risky why am I saying advancements? I feel like this investment will advance you, but it won't feel like it. You got to face a fear of it. And my advice with that is assess how many risky investments you have. If you have 0, 1 is a good number to have of risky investments. We can have like 1 high risk, a couple mid risk, and then quite a few low risk investments. That to me is a good portfolio, you know? So I feel like this week there's a high risk one. And if you already have a high risk investment, I would evaluate whether or not it's working out and see if you could pull out of that one and invest in this one that's coming to you, because I really feel like it's going to advance you and it will be a good one, even though it's high risk and there's no way of knowing that. But yeah, Leo, it is a week for you to love your faith, love your connection to your higher self, and to continue forward with that higher love and that higher connection with your higher self. And your career is just going to skyrocket. And I mean, with everything that you put into place, you're now riding that momentum of what you put in place. I mean, yeah, of course. Of course, Leo. So, yes, Leo, that is the message that I have for you this week. I thank you so much for joining me. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess continue to bless you with love on your courageous journey. All right, Virgo. Virgo. Okay. So, Virgo, I think that you are going to face a challenge this week, and I feel like you need to stand up for yourself, and you need to be true to yourself first. Virgo. Whew, this message is coming in very, very strong. So I feel like something is going to change. And what's going to change is something about your personality where you were like, I don't know any Virgos that fake, so so something about your personality where you're faking it with someone you just can't anymore, kind of thing. Because I'm hearing you need to hold faith in your relationships as you face fears about being yourself. And you've got to stand up for yourself. You got to hold faith in your relationships as you stand up for yourself. As you face fears of standing up for yourself. And it's time, Virgo, stand up for yourself. It's time to stand up for yourself, Virgo. And you'll gain love and support from your community this week. So your soul community, your soul family, reach out to your soul family this week. Let them know that you love them and let them know that, you know, you might need some support from them this week. Just support of, you got this, Virgo, you're beautiful, Virgo, stand up, yay. You know, the people that would celebrate you standing up for yourself. Maybe let your soul family and community know how you stood up for yourself. And it could be very inspiring to your soul family to know the way that you're able to stand up for yourself. And it will be very loving and supportive towards you and help reinforce you standing in this new higher self that you are by gaining the celebration of your soul family. And yeah, you'll just become more confident in your knowledge and belief in yourself. Yeah, Virgo, it's time to believe in your heart. The only change that needs to happen is your belief in your heart. And you can always believe more in your heart and your heart's ability. So it's time to believe in your heart and to stand up for yourself. Stand up for your rights. All right, beloved Virgo, that's all that I have for you this week. I hope that you enjoy it, and I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess give you all the love and support that you need to truly be you this week, Virgo. And so it is. Shalom. Libra. Okay, Libra, you got 12, the self, gathering your power. I'm hearing, yeah, it's time to gather your power and get ready. It's not time to move yet, but it's time to gather that power up and get ready. So this is a week of preparation. So you're preparing for something, Libra. And this week you need to hold faith in your physical ability to do it. You've got to hold faith in your body. Hold faith in your ability to be able to harness this power that you are gathering within. And Libra, you will be facing fears of faith. You'll be having some faith fears this week. So, yeah, you'll be facing some fears in action. So you'll be facing fears about your ability to spiritually connect to your higher self, about your ability to be able, like I said, facing fears of your body's ability to be able to truly harness all this power that you sense is coming as you gather it. That you know, as you gather it, gathering your power, you're facing fears of your ability to connect with the higher self, your ability to pull this off, your ability to do it, your physical ability. I think you feel like mentally, you know, you could handle it, but physically, can you really handle all this power surging through you? You have to know thyself, is what I'm hearing. And Libra, I'm hearing that it's time to love what you do. Love what you do. Like, love love your way of making money. Love your career. Love your work. I'm hearing that as you add love to your work and you love your work, and if you are not in work that you love, this is the week to change that. It's a week to realize that you're not in work that you love, to make a plan for getting out, and then to follow through with that plan. It's not a week to decide and quit your job. Like, that's not what I'm saying here, Libra. What I'm saying here is find work that you can love and make sure that you love and enjoy your work. And your work, there's something about your work and doing your work in a loving way. Whenever you can love the work that you do and love the way that you work and love your work, you're going to be able to transform. Like, I see you transforming into this beautiful, beautiful phoenix creature. If you can move forward in your power, loving what you do. All right, very interesting, Libra. I think that's all that I have for you this week. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And I thank you so much for joining me. And as always, I pray Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you with lots and lots of love, so that you can know that you can indeed handle these energies and live a life that you can love. So it is. Shalom. All right, beloved Scorpio, welcome to your weekly card read. So whenever I pulled this card, I felt that I should read what the card says. So I read it and I thought, I've got to read that to Scorpio. So here we go, Scorpio. They thought they had you cornered. They were wrong. They said you had it coming. Also wrong. Each one of your adversaries fell by your own hand, and you rose up and wielded a mighty sword. Go forth into battle and lay waste to those who would keep you from your purpose. Demons be damned. Take action. Right all wrongs and find your power. All right, beloved Scorpio. I just felt that was very powerful, and that's what I'm hearing. Scorpio, and I feel like, your sword, it's your words and your actions and your deeds. Your rise is your revenge, is what I'm hearing. But you've put in the effort to conquer your demons. You've come so far. Protect and have faith in yourself, Scorpio. Hold faith in your own heart as you move forward and you face fears of the community and how they will see you and accept you. Whether they do or don't, Scorpio, that's their business, not yours. But face fears about you being able to find a place that you belong in your community. You will find the community that you belong in as long as you protect your heart and you hold faith in your heart and you be true to yourself. And I can't imagine you doing anything else, Scorpio. Like, it's just not in your nature. But yeah, Scorpio, it's time for you to love yourself and love your knowledge and your wisdom and love your depth. Truly love your depth and be confident in your relationships, that as long as you are true to being you, if they say they love you, then they must, because you're truly you. If you aren't truly you, which I can't imagine, then yeah, if they say they love you, I could see why you would not trust them, but trust the ones that do say that they love you and that are there for you. Notice where you do belong. And don't trust the ones that hurt your heart. That's not protecting your heart, you know? Let go of those that would hurt your heart, Scorpio. That's not loving to yourself. But you're a warrior, Scorpio, and you've done it. It's time to move forth in your power, Scorpio. You've overcome so much. And at this point, the best revenge is your glow up, is your success. All right, Scorpio, that's all that I have for you. I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess pour their love upon you this week as you go through conquering your demons and standing in your power, loving and trusting in your heart, having faith in your relationships and community. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, and Goddess, for loving and protecting Scorpio this week. And so it is. Shalom. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is going to be a little bit of a rocky week for you, but you'll be able to get through it, and you're going to get through it transformed even better, I do believe, because I have so much faith in you guys. All right, Sagittarius. So, yeah, it's a week to find your limits, to be resilient, to feel your heart and to believe what you feel in your heart. Resilience means resilience. Okay, what I'm feeling here is there's a need to hold faith in your home and family life as you face fears in your career. So there's something about your work or career or your job that is causing you to fear that you may lose your home life. So it's like what I'm seeing here is it would be like the manager not giving you very many hours this week, Sag, and you fearing that you're not going to be able to make enough money to pay rent because you don't have enough hours to work. So, Sag, I feel like if you don't have enough hours, face those fears of this might make me homeless and look for a better job in the hours that, you would be at work. You know what I mean? Like, use those hours to look for a better job, and that will help you to be resilient and to be able to transform and to move into a new self. Because I see you transforming this week. Like, there's a transformation happening. So, yeah. And I don't know if it will necessarily play out exactly like that. It might be something different, but there's something that you have to hold faith that if you move forward with this, it'll help you. So, yeah, Sag, I'm hearing to just have faith that your home and your foundation will be able to make it through this emotional storm and make plans for correcting any work disasters, and you just hold faith that you're going to be resilient enough to be able to get through this. And love yourself, Sag. Love yourself for doing it. Love yourself for facing those fears. Love yourself for moving forward, for finding a way. Love yourself for holding faith. When you notice that, oh no, I'm scared I'm going to be homeless. No, you know what? I'm going to hold the faith. And you notice that and be like, you know what? Even high five. Go girl. Go guy, Let's go. Use your optimistic self towards you, Sag. And you'll find yourself loving the transformation. And I see yourself, I see you at the end of the week in a beautiful glowing body and feeling like you've overcome so much, because you have, Sag. And you're pretty awesome. So that's the message that I have for you this week. It is going to be a tough week, but I feel like you're going to get through it so beautifully. And you couldn't have without the toughness of the week. You're not going to be able to glow as bright as you're going to be able to glow by the end of this week if you didn't have it tough, if you didn't go through the toughness. And all I'm saying is love every right step that you take this week and give yourself love and compassion for all the wrong ones too. And be able to be wise enough to course correct when necessary. But just continue to move forward, loving yourself, Sag. You got this. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess continue to bless you immensely with unconditional love as you move forward, facing your fears and loving yourself. And so it is. Shalom. All right, Capricorn. I feel like this is going to be a week of, I want to say introspection. Like the word introspection keeps coming out, but it's a week of contemplation and introspection. So contemplating within and without is what I just heard. So yes, you're going to be contemplating within and without. You're going to need to hold the faith in your ability to communicate your heart and your heart's desires. And you're going to be facing fears about your education and about your knowledge, like, yeah, you were able to make the grade in college, but now you're not in college. This is the real world. Like, can you do this, And I feel like Capricorn, it's just a month to move forward, do what you, a week, not a month, might be for a month. But yeah, this Cancer season just might be that for you, Capricorn. It's a time to move forward, do what you can do, and just observe as you go through. Observe what you are able to do, observe what you're not quite able to do, and not quite make plans yet. And the fears about your education, it's like, I'm afraid that, I learned all the wrong stuff, because now that you're in the real world, it's like, and this might not be exactly where you're at, Capricorn, but it's these type of energies. It's like you're afraid that because now things are showing you that what you learned weren't exactly true, that everything you learned was nonsense, and that's not it either, Capricorn. That's, kind of like the throwing the baby out with the bathwater stuff. Let's keep the baby. Let's let the bathwater go. The world's showing you parts of what you thought that you knew, and you're realizing how wrong you were. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, and it's not that you were wrong. You were right at the time to believe and know what you knew, but now it's a time to move forward with new knowledge and new wisdom. So yeah, Capricorn, I feel like it's, I don't want to say it's a week of inaction like the Cancer, but it's more of a week of contemplative action, mindful action. So, and just move forward with that one step at a time and observe what is working, what isn't working, kind of move into, and as far as your education goes and the fears go with that, just talk to yourself and let yourself know that, you didn't know better then, now you know better. You can move forward knowing what you know now, and it's okay. Like, just that self-talk is really important, Capricorn, this week. Like, introspection and outrospection is happening this week, Capricorn. So, yeah. And get together with your loved ones, and I'm hearing not just your loved ones, but your partners, your work partners, your partnerships, your relationships, stuff like that. Tend to those this week. Do take time to tend to those, and let them know how important they are to you and how much you love their contribution to your, your work or your your life, however it may be with different relationships. But yeah, it's a time to kind of acknowledge your relationships this week too, and acknowledge how much you love them and how much, let them know that you love them, and find ways to connect to your significant other this week if you have one. And be confident in being yourself this week. Just be confident in loving your heart. Love your heart confidently this week. Be confident in your creations. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, this week is time to surrender to the light and let go of the darkness. Let go. This week is calling you to forgive. And, I think that we get forgiveness a lot mixed up. We think that we're saying that I'm saying, allow them to get away with it. But that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying accept the situation as it is, release it, accept it, and then release it, and let go of the darkness that you continue to harbor from it. Just let go of the darkness. And that's going to help reverse this feeling of just doom and gloom over your life. And I don't know, Spirit's coming in to say that there is light and there is hope at the end of the tunnel, but you are going to have to let go and release. There's a call for forgiveness, surrender, letting go, releasing, and moving into the light. You have to move towards the light. You can't move away from the light and and hide from the light and expect for the light to be able to come and just save you in that way. You have to allow the light to save you, and you have to move towards it too. And this week, you need to hold faith in your finances and your financial ability as you continue to face fears of boundary breaches, face fears of your transformation. Like, I see that you are transforming, Aquarius. I see you're transforming into the light. Those of you that are choosing to surrender and let go of the darkness, I see your transformation happening, and it is very, very beautiful. Embrace the light and face fears of people bringing you down. Face fears of people not being able to handle your new bright self. If they can't handle it, then they need to get out of the kitchen. And those that can handle the heat will be in the kitchen, Aquarius. So, yeah, face fears of your boundary breaches and hold faith in your finances. So, with that coming through this week for you, it makes me feel like this is not a week that you're necessarily going to have a lot of financial security. Well, you might have financial security, but not financial abundance. But continue to have faith that, you will have that financial abundance, and be grateful for the security that you do have if you are on that one. There might be some Aquariuses, I don't know if they're even watching this though, that, they have to hold faith in their financial security. I feel like you need to hold faith in your financial abundance though, those that are watching this. So, yeah, and add love to your body. Give your body some love. Do something loving this week for your body. Something that your body would love, So add love to your body, and that's going to help you to be confident in relating and communicating to others. So there you go, Aquarius. That's all that I have for you this week, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess give you the wisdom and the understanding that you need to be able to know what you need to release and let go of, and embrace the new, bright, vibrant you that you're stepping into. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely with love. All right, Pisces, another one that gets one of these black and white cards. So I do feel called for some reason this week whenever I pull a black and white card to also pull a colored card. But for you, Pisces, you got this inspiration. So I think you're going to be divinely inspired this week. I do feel like it's a week for you to create something, you're going to be inspired to create something from your heart, and it's something that the world needs, whether you think that we'll like it or not. I feel like you're going to get a divine inspiration to create from the heart this week, and the world needs it. So, yeah, Pisces, and your colored card. I wonder if maybe I should move them this way, have it this way. So it was my two water signs, I think, this week that got the colored and the black and white card. Cancer and Pisces. So there might be something in that for you, Pisces. I don't know why I say that on your reading, but I did bring it up. So yes, 3, transformation, defining yourself. It's time for you to define yourself. Yes, it's time for you to define yourself. And you need to hold faith in that you can be the self that you want to be. You need to have faith that you can be who you want you to be. Have faith that you can be who you want you to be. You can be someone that your inner child loves to grow up into. And if you're not, then work towards getting there, Pisces. But I think a lot of you are really close and you're there. And the only problem is you feel like you have to hide yourself and you have to bring yourself down. It's no longer time for that. No longer hiding yourself, Pisces. No more of that. It's time for you to have faith and trust and face the fears that you can be yourself in your relationships. It's time for you to show up as yourself, define yourself, be yourself, and be proud about who you are and what you do and how you do it, Pisces. And just face the fears that your relationships, like I said to Aquarius, if they can't handle you, then they gotta go, And there's gonna be those that can handle you as you are, and those are gonna be your people. And it's time for you to start moving towards finding your people. We're all doing that, Pisces, but I could see especially why it would be important for you right now. And as you stand true to yourself and you face the fears of losing relationships because of standing true to yourself, you are literally inspiring the world to be better. So yeah, inspiration. You're an inspiration, Pisces. You are an inspiration. You are the inspiration, is what I'm hearing. You are the inspiration. Yes, Pisces. So add love to your heart and add love to your creations. And as you add love to your heart and your creations, you'll be able to speak in a way that you can be heard. Speak and communicate more effectively. Very interesting. All right, Pisces, I think that's all that I have for you in this weekly reading. I thank you so much for joining me. And I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess grant you the courage and the strength to stand true in who you are and to let go of the relationships that don't understand that, which I don't think you're actually going to have any relationship. You just got to face the fear that you can keep your relationship and be true to you, and then be true to you and prove to yourself that you can. Like the fear is that they're not going to like me if I'm true to me. But if you're true to you and then they like you, well, then look what happened, Pisces. Like that's how I'm feeling it playing out for you, Pisces. I don't feel like that there's going to be any breakups or anything this week. There might be a little bit of conflicts. If you're not being true to yourself, then conflicts could come. But you being true to yourself is truly an inspiration to others. And as you gain inspiration to create this week, do it because the world needs your creations. And create with love, and we're all going to love it. We won't all love it, but everybody that's supposed to will. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for joining me. And I was already ending, and I moved into a whole nother thing. I pray that God and Mother, Father, God, and Goddess give you the courage and the strength that you need to stay true to you and to face any fears that you have. And I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely with lots and lots of divine love this week. And so it is. Shalom. Aries. Aries, you've got number 11, invention, burning with passion. Aries, I feel like you are burning with passion to get your dreams off and running, Aries. I feel like you need to take time this week to move your dreams forward some way or another, or it's going to burn you alive. It's going to consume you from inside out, and then you're going to consume everybody around you. So, whether you think that you have time to work on it or not, you better make time. And I don't know, I would let people know that I need time to work on this, or or I can't handle it, like, I don't know. Be nice about it though, Aries. Just, I need time to work on this. Please give me time. I love you. I just need time. If I can just, and honestly, I feel like you're burning with passion and it's about to consume you, because literally this is a dream that you haven't quite acted on. So I feel like there's so much to be done, though. There's so much to be done. You're like, there's no way. Like, even if I have 4 hours to work on it this week, like all week long, I only have 4 hours. And even if they're not consecutive, like, I need years, not hours. Okay, let's do the most productivity that we can with that 4 hours. And let's make sure that we get that passion out fully. Make a plan. Make a plan, make a diagram, make a, like, this is the pre-planning phase, I feel like, Aries. So, yeah, just create an outlet. Create an outlet. Or at least a pressure valve. At the very least, Aries, a pressure valve. So, yes, Aries, because this week you are going to have to hold faith in your connection to the divine. You're going to have to hold faith in your connection to your higher self, and hold faith that you are divinely inspired. Hold faith that it is coming from the divine. It won't feel like it as much this week. And you're going to be facing fears about your ability to do it, your bodily ability to do it. For some of you, that's the ability to find time to do it, like I was speaking on earlier. But for some of y'all, it's you feel like you're not physically fit enough. And to that I say, there are people that have been told by doctors after car wrecks that they would never walk again, and they got up and did physical therapy. And it wasn't a overnight thing, it's a step by step moving towards it. So if you feel like your body isn't totally physically fit, look into ways, what can you do? Okay, if you can just implement a 5-minute exercise routine a day, just like something like, or, something that really helps you to work on getting your body there. That'll help you face the fears that you're coming up with, that I can't do it. And, just allow yourself to, again, you're burning with so much passion because this is a long, long project that you don't have time to do. So, honestly, you've got to temper yourself and let yourself know that this is a big thing, and we can only take baby steps, and you got to allow that. But you got to have some kind of valve or release for that burning passion too, a way to release it and valve it off or something. But Aries, this week, add love to your family, and it is going to help you to have confidence in your finances. Add love to your home and your foundation. Find a way to be in your home and add love to it. Like maybe redecorate something, or go get a candle or something nice to just add love to your home, and it's going to help you feel more prosperous so that you can be more prosperous. All right, Aries, that is what I have for you this week. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you get out there and start putting these passion projects into reality. At least start them, because that's what you're good at, Aries. All right, Aries, I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you with the strength and the courage and the wisdom to be able to make it through these energies of the week, and immensely, with lots and lots of love, divine love. So it is. Shalom. All right, Taurus. Taurus, you got 26, protection, finding what's important. So, yes, Taurus, I feel like this week is a week for you that you are going to find out what is important to you, and then you need to protect it. And protect what is important to you, I feel like, is coming out. So that means that I feel like there's something that would take away what's important to you. No, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting like a thieving energy. I'm getting like a mismanagement leads to destruction type of energy. So don't mismanage what's important to you. Really focus on what's important to you this week, Taurus, and take care of what is important to you. And you will be adding faith. You're needing to hold the faith in your community. You need to hold faith that your community will be able to rise and that they will be able to find love and understanding, and that as they go through their war pains, that it's just a process that they have to go through. So hold faith in your community this week and face fears about your creations, about people not accepting your creations, which means I feel like this is a week to kind of put out one of your creations, and, it's protection, but, put out one of your creations, not necessarily like for sale or anything, but maybe put it on social media. Let people see what you're creating and what you can create, Taurus. Not necessarily, you don't have to. Take it only if it resonates, but I feel like if you could put it out there, you could prove to yourself that people are more accepting of you and your creative abilities than you think, Taurus. So I think that it would be a good thing to put one of your beloved creations out. Not like beloveds, but like something that you did a good job on and you can just show the world, I think that you would be surprised at the responses that you would get. And this week, you need to add love to your communication. So this is a week, Taurus. If you can't say nothing loving, don't say nothing at all. And if you have to say something, find the most loving way to say it. And this is going to help you to build confidence in yourself and your interactions with the community. And it'll help you to be able to build and hold faith in your community, that you are able to create from your heart, which is very important. Those are the fears that you're facing, is that you're not able to create from your heart this week, but you are able to create from your heart. You're meant to face those fears and to prove yourself wrong, because it feels so good to prove ourselves wrong sometimes, especially with these kind of things, Like, nobody will like me. Oh, everybody liked me. Oh, it feels so great. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling, Taurus. So, yes, continue to move forward. Figure out what's important to you. This week is going to show you what's important to you. So expect some unexpected inspirations, I guess you could say, or realizations of what's truly important to you this week. And protect what is important to you. Move forward with love and speak lovingly this week. Let your words be full of love this week, and it's going to pay off for you in the end. All right, Taurus, that's all I have for you this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. And as always, I pray that Mother, Father, God, and Goddess bless you immensely with love. Gemini. All right, Gemini. Enlightenment, moving forward. So this is a card where she's moving forward in the dark, but she has her light. So Gemini, I feel like you are moving forward in kind of dark times, but you have your own inner light to guide you. So I'm hearing, continue to trust in your light and do not forsake your light, because that is what you're going to need to be able to move forward, and it's going to help gain in more enlightenment. We think enlightenment is a one-time, one and done thing. It really isn't, and we really don't want it to be. Enlightenment's a lot like joy. It's a feeling. Enlightenment's a lot like growth and joy. So it's a feeling and a process. So it's yeah, joy isn't a one and done thing. You're not like, I was joyful and done. No, there's joyful moments and they come and they go. So I feel like that's a message for you this week, Gemini. And Gemini, you need to hold faith in your career as you face fears of your home. So I feel like this is fears of homelessness, as like you are trying to change careers maybe, or have faith that you'll be able to have a career that won't leave you homeless. But you are having to have a faith in your work abilities, your ability to work and financially support your home is coming up. So fears around that, face fears of you not having a home by doing everything that you can to, don't, if you know that you can't pay the mortgage or you know that you can't pay the rent, don't wait until you can't pay it and let the landlord come see you 3 weeks later saying, what's up? Go to your landlord, let them know that you're having work problems and that you're working it out. Go ahead of time, get ahead of these things. Do what you can to shore up your ends, to do what you can. Make a plan for, well, if I do end up homeless, I'll just go over here, which what that does with these fears, because the fears are not meant to be played out. They're only meant to be played out if we focus on them. So do not focus on being homeless, but do make a plan for if I do become homeless, and do make a plan to keep you from being homeless. Well, I feel like some of you Geminis, you have a job and you need a new one. And so this is while you're looking for that new job and trying your best to make do with the job that you got. Other Geminis, I feel like you don't even have a job and you need one. And just, you're going to have to hold faith that it will happen. I don't feel like it's this week. Maybe next week, but I don't feel like it's going to be this week. And you got to continue to hold the faith this week that you will, and face fears of homelessness. You shore up loose ends of what you need to do in case you do end up homeless. And then because you did that, you are less likely, and you don't focus on it after that. Once you shore up the loose ends, you do not continue to focus on that fear. You focus on the fact that I have faith and I thank God that the right job comes to me at the right time that I need. Like, the right job is coming to you at the right time, Gemini. I promise you that. It's in the works. It's on its way. Have faith. That's what's needed. The only thing that'll keep it from you is you and your lack of faith in this week and facing the problems that you're facing. So don't focus on homelessness. Just, oh well, if I end up that way, I'll do A, B, C. All right. Now we're moving on to, I'm going to find a new job. I'm definitely going to find a new job. I'm going to do everything that I can this week to get that job. And I'm going to hold faith from there. I'm just going to hold faith. And I trust and love that God's got my back. And add love to your finances this week, Gemini. Add love to your finance. Like, everything that you pay for, just be like, thank God, thank you, God. I love that I can pay for this. I love you, money, and I love you, money, where you're going. I love what I'm receiving with the money, and every money that you do receive, any paychecks that you do receive, just love it and thank God for it and add love to it. So love what you're spending and what you're receiving in money this week, and that's going to help you to gain confidence in your faith so that you can move forward, and that perfect job for Gemini will be able to find you. All right, Gemini, that is the message that I have for you this week. Oh, Mother, Father, God, and Goddess, I ask that you wrap Gemini in your love and your comfort and your grace this week to help them get through these dark times, reminding them that they have the light within them to be able to continue moving forward. I thank you, Mother, Father, God, and Goddess, and I also ask that you just pour immense amounts of love upon Gemini. Thank you so much, and so it is. Shalom. All right, guys, that is our weekly Oracle reading, the Oracle edition from the Star Dragon Oracle cards. I so enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys did too. Please let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, I think this is the end of our mystic message this time. So thank you all so much for being here. If you'd like a personal reading from me, check out the link in the descriptions. Also, we have a Patreon that you can join with daily card reads, full moon and new moon card reads. I would love to see you guys there. Again, link is in the description. I thank you all so much for joining me for this wonderful Mystic Monday. I am so grateful to be here, to be able to take part in this with all of you. And I hope that all of you enjoyed it, and I hope that you are all blessed immensely by Mother, Father, God, and Goddess of the Most High with tons and tons and tons of love.